Welcome to Kosice, Slovakia's second biggest city, with a population of approximately 240,000 residents. It's the biggest city in Eastern Slovakia and the second biggest in the country after the capital, Bratislava. Kosice has a historic center that is the largest out of all the Slovak towns. It has architecture that is a mix of Gothic, Renaissance, Baroque, etc. With many of the buildings classified as heritage and are thus protected. It also has the biggest church in Slovakia, the St. Elizabeth's Cathedral. And that music that's playing is not edited in by me. It's playing on the loudspeakers. Something that is somewhat common in Slovakia. I've seen it in much smaller towns. So the cathedral harkens back to a time when Kosice was called Kassa, when it's part of the Hungarian Empire. This is when Kassa was one of the 5 most important towns in the empire, and thus merited the construction of such a cathedral, which at the time was the biggest in the Hungarian Empire. Kassa was deemed important by the Hungarian Empire because it was situated smack dab in the middle of an international trade route between Hungary and Poland. And Kosice is a central location in general, which meant that as most towns in this area did, there was often changes in power and authority. So I mentioned the Hungarian Empire. There was also a few periods where the town's authorities were different groups of the Ottoman Empire. Then eventually was part of Czechoslovakia when Slovakia and the now called Czech Republic decided to join into one country. But unlike most of Slovakia, because of the town's location, which at the time was Upper Hungary, when Czechoslovakia disbanded for a period, Kosice was once again returned to Hungary. And then after a war treaty, Hungary's territory was significantly cut, and this part of the territory returned to Slovakia. So there's still a lot of people who kind of identify as being Hungarian living here in Kosice. So this is the State Theater, where you can watch plays, opera, and ballet. In 2008, Kosice won the prestigious award of being named the European Capital of Culture. Kosice won this award because it manages to merge economy and industry with arts. An example of this would be the Tobacco building, which was in the 1800s a manufacturing plant for tobacco, but is now a center for independent culture and arts. This is the Kunsthal, which contains art exhibits, and nearby we have the Metsky Park, which has art sprinkled throughout. The town also has a few well-regarded museums, such as the East Slovakian Museum that we're looking at right now, which has exhibits pertaining to history, archaeology, fine arts, historical photography, biology, and nature, etc. This is also part of the museum here across the street. Kosice is Eastern Slovakia's economic hub. It is home to the country's two largest employers. The first being US Steel, which employs almost 14,000, and the second largest being T-Systems, which is an IT company. Other major sectors in the area are mechanical engineering, food production, trade, and services. So I hope you enjoyed this city tour and history of Kosice. Sorry if my voice didn't seem very enthusiastic. It's pretty cold today, so it's hard to be upbeat a little bit, but I still enjoyed visiting here in Kosice in southeastern Slovakia. If you enjoyed this video or are thinking of visiting Eastern Slovakia, I also have a video of another East Slovakian town called Levocha, more closer to central Slovakia. And I have a video called Journey Through Eastern Slovakia, where I bicycle through this half of the country, where you can see the beautiful landscapes that one can find here. And this was all part of my journey bicycling through Central and Eastern Europe. Before that, I bicycled from Cape Town, South Africa to Nairobi, Kenya. So half of Eastern Africa. And before that, from Canada, where I'm from, to southern Patagonia in Argentina. And all those videos are available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. And if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com, where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of these places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, once again, cycling through Central and Eastern Europe, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video and then clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Sorry about that. All right, so that's gonna do it. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.